Howdy and hello, I am Seattle's one and only Glamazon goddess and queen of the pigs, IsabellaExtynn, and welcome to another episode of... The Race is On. Welcome on back. Today we are here to discuss episode 4, the final episode of RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race. And this final episode was definitely not a finale. It was kind of a flop. But before we dive into that, I want to introduce my special guest for this week. Please welcome the one and only Fraya Love.
Oh my God, it's me. Hi, hello. I'm not gonna be that close to the camera. I just came here to run security. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Head of security, Fraya Love. Here you go. Hi, hello. How are you?
Emphasis on head. There.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks like I've been sucking dick here, huh? Mm.
Yeah, she's raw there.
on purpose, all makeup. I'm surprised that I have not been keeping up with Celebrity Drag Race at all, and this is the only episode that I watched, and I'm actually now more upset to find out that it is the last episode.
Yeah.
Wait, that was it. I mean, it was cute and all, but wait, what?
Yeah. But before we dive into all that, let's talk about you. Let's chat about you. How has quarantine been going for you?
Well, quarantine thankfully has been going okay. I think I finally started getting I'll find out on Friday if I'm starting to finally get unemployment stuff happening. But I mean, overall, I've been able to keep myself financially afloat. I've been starting to work out again just to keep myself
Yeah, I have not been working out since quarantine started, and Mama, she has put on the pounds.
Girl, okay, so we all know it's not a big secret. I've been on hormone therapy, you gain weight throughout the process. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, the last year I didn't gain so much weight. Come 2020 quarantine, it's just 15 pounds, bitch. There you go. And I'm like, oh. Those came out of nowhere. I do video game streaming and art streaming on Twitch. Yeah. Twitch.tv/Fraya_love. Ting. And I do drag about twice, if not once a week. Because I'm it's so much to do for, little work. So I'm just gonna do all this stuff, all the drag stuff in 1.5, 2 days.
Yeah. No, I'm doing the same thing, though. I'm getting into drag 1 to 2 days a week and just filming as much content as I possibly can, and then spend a couple days editing things and putting it together so that I can send it all out and post it up on YouTube and everything. I'm trying to have content coming out, but spend minimal time up in drags.
I'm trying to masturbate. I'm trying to all the things. I'm trying to get everything.
I'm accomplishing that masturbating. That's an accomplishment. Fraya and I have both been performing on The Lash's Living Room Edition every single Friday. It's streaming on twitch.tv/OurPlaceSeattle. And then you are streaming on Twitch Monday through Friday, correct?
Yes, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m.
So you're a really nerdy cam girl.
Yes.
Okay. More tokens and I'll take off my top.
Oh my God, shut up. And they do bits, so they do bits, stuff like that. So it's essentially the same thing. I want to play video games. You want to see me
give
play
me your bits.
You want to see me play this with my toes, Daddy? Ooh.
Well, I want to make sure all the viewers go and follow all of your social media accounts. Right there on Instagram, there's a link, Fraya_love. And follow her on Twitch, twitch.tv/Fraya_love. And show Fraya some love on Venmo @FrayaLove. If you're enjoying all the content I'm posting right here on YouTube, feel free to tip me at my Venmo or my CashApp. It's greatly appreciated. Also, make sure to follow all of my social media accounts @IsabellaExtynn. And subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that red subscribe button and then ding that bell to get notifications on everything happening on my channel. Well, we are here to talk about this episode of Celebrity Drag Race, 4th episode, the final episode of the series, and they left us with a want-want.
A total want-want.
Oh.
It was okay. So the best way that I could describe it, it was very much like watching a spider molt. It's very uncomfortable, but like when you got to the finish line, yeah, you can't look away. But like the ending was great. It was a really like, oh yay, like that's cute. But overall, it was very cringe.
Well, let's talk about the Queen Supremes first, because I feel like they were the highlight of the episode.
Right.
And they were like essentially the celebrities, at least for me.
Right. No.
So first one through the door is Alyssa Edwards. And she is in like the pink feather with the sparkly rhinestones all over it. She is high glam, high drag, everything. Alyssa.
Right. The outfit was just incredible. Like the ostrich feather and then like that little drapey skirt thing that just went over her crotch just so like delicately. Barely there. And then her stone tights, like they were individually glued onto her fucking leg.
Yeah. Alyssa is drag, you know?
Right.
And then the next one was Monique Hart, and she was wearing some brown cow stunning.
Yeah, she was.
She's never gonna let it die.
No, she's not. Her brown cow stunning, Monet, and those goddamn sponges. It was a gorgeous silhouette. It was a gorgeous color. Her makeup looked great. She looked beautiful.
Yeah, she always does. She's brown cow stunning.
Exactly.
The last one to march in there was Miss Vanessa Vanjie Mateo.
Right.
And she was in her Attend HUD, Get in Line, March bitches, little orange army look. She was cute.
It was super cute. I love that she's this little tiny like boy and doesn't have to wear body. Like just wears fishnets and those lace up heels.
Right. And then they introduced the celebrities into the workroom. The celebrity-ish. I don't know.
Right. Again, I think the only person that I heard of was the comedian, and it was like Phoebe. Over YouTube.
Yeah. Phoebe Robinson is the one that I've heard of. The next one was Madison Beers. Never heard of her.
Beautiful, beautiful girl. Never heard of her. The nice thing is that it was a great plug. I'm going to go find her music because I think she's, she might be talented. Who knows? But she was on the show. She's clearly, someone thinks she's a celebrity.
It was representation for all the basic girls in the world,
And then last but not least, not Kylie Kyoko from Big Bang Theory, Haley Kyoko from...
She's a recording artist?
I guess a hip-hop...
Yeah. She's like a pop singer. She's like a lesbian pop star. Right. Yeah, there was not a celebrity to be had. I mean, Madison Beer has 18.4 million Instagram followers. That's good.
I'm just going to get out of here. I'm going to stop talking then.
18.4 million people like her, I guess. I don't know. They started off with quick drag. And they had to do some old lady quick drag.
Yes, which is one of the easiest quick drags. So, I mean, all the quick drag is just like, it's easy, just put it on.
Yeah, slap it on.
Right, and it almost seemed like they were overthinking it.
Yeah, and they were so timid about it. Madison, everything that came out of her mouth, I was just like, ugh.
It was like watching my young gay self.
Everything seemed so hard for them. It was like white people in infomercials when it's all black and white,
Like I think the smartest decision was what's her face putting the things on her face.
Yeah, Madison going with the plastic surgery stuff. Because, I mean, she's 22. She's not going to be able to make her face look wrinkly in a matter of 20 minutes. Like, it takes a little longer to do old age makeup when you are a fresh baby-faced infant. Yeah. Phoebe naming herself Lady Ernestine and RuPaul being like, oh, that's my mom's name. And she's like, oh, I didn't Wikipedia that at all. And Haley just went full on crazy. Like, she lost it. Yeah. And then they had to do a very weird mini challenge where they were auditioning for a role in the new movie sequel, Old Showgirls. And the role they were auditioning for was You Don't Know Me, Malone.
Which was hilarious. I like that name.
That's a good drag name. That's a solid name. I mean, Phoebe was pretty good. Lady Ernestine. She was funny. Mm-hmm. She was getting some jokes in there, but she's a stand-up comedian. Like, she's done stand-up for 11 years. That's what she does.
Right.
Tells jokes.
And cold reading is, like, super hard.
Haley was just crazy. She was just weird the whole time.
Pills.
And then when she was just, like, banging the walker.
Right.
And Madison was the sluttiest grandma I've ever seen.
That was the grandma you see on the pole stripping for her Percocets.
Yeah. Oh, and then the end of the mini challenge. Where did this lip sync come from?
I have no idea. I think it was
Wasn't
like somewhere
random?
In the script. It was super random.
There's celebrities here, and they're doing a drag queen thing, so now they have to lip sync too.
It was Click Clack. So it's just like a funnier one would have been peanut butter, and it would have made sense.
Yeah.
And it's 3 words, really. The entire song.
Peanut
Grigio!
Phoebe wins the mini challenge, which means, like every other week, she gets to match up the celebrities with the queens. And she chooses Alyssa first because she wants the dancing queen.
And she's smart because...
and then she matches Madison up with Monique Hart and Haley up with Vanjie.
Which I think was like very smart because Vanjie and Haley have very similar like styles.
I kind of feel bad for Monique getting put with Madison. I have a little bit of tea on that.
Tell me. What's the tea?
Chanel responded to some comments on Twitter saying that she was an absolute nightmare and the worst client she's ever worked with. On these celebrity episodes, the mentor queens don't actually do the makeup on the celebrities.
That makes sense.
Chanel, Layla, and Mayhem come in and do the makeup on them. She ended up with Madison, too. She's 22. She knows everything. And
Girl,
she
who are
is
you?
the one. Ru announces the maxi challenge for this episode is going to be a glam rock girl group. They will be lip-syncing to a song recorded by the Queen Supremes.
Right.
For some reason. And then after that, they go into like their workroom moments. They're talking, they're getting to know who their character's going to be, coming up with their drag names, and telling us about their charities. So we'll start with Phoebe. She's working with Alyssa, like we said. And her big thing was that she wanted to embrace her femininity because within stand-up, she oftentimes isn't allowed to embrace her femininity or else she gets looked at as not funny.
If you're a comedian, you can't really be pretty.
The name that she came up with was Cocotini.
Which is so cute. I loved it and totally works for her.
Well, and like Alyssa said, cocktail of choice. One thing that had me clutching at my metaphorical pearls was when they were having the conversation about high heels, and she said to Alyssa Edwards that she would wear a Skechers wedge.
Same.
A Skechers wedge looks like an orthopedic shoe.
I have a pair of Skechers wedge. I don't wear them to do drag.
And the charity that Miss Cocotini was playing for was RED. It's a charity that helps provide money for people living with HIV and AIDS. If you'd like to support RED, I've put a donation link down in the description. Check it out. The next one was Madison working with Monique. Like I said before, she was just so fucking annoying. She actually had the best drag name out of all of them, though. Her drag name was Coral Fixation.
Yes, because it sounded like oral fixation. Coral Fixation. I did love that. It was really good.
Her whole reason for doing it was she just wants to know what it's like to be a queen. She's such a huge fan of the show. And she just, it's totally different to do it.
Right.
Charity that she was playing for was the Trevor Project. Yes. So if you'd like to donate to the Trevor Project, there's a link down there. And then the last one, Haley with Vanjie. So one thing that I found really funny throughout the entire episode, in almost every shot that Vanjie's not in, you can hear her in the background.
Oh my god, yes. you can hear her screaming and laughing, and it just heard like somewhere in the.
I thought it was so weird how insecure Haley was about everything, and about being feminine, and about being too masculine. Girl, you have bleach blonde hair with a bunch of tracks sewn in, and you are worried about not being able to be feminine. That's fine. There's no rules. Nobody says that every drag queen has to be this super femme goddess.
Right. And I think that was what her misconception was, and what made her so nervous, because it's like she's never really worn heels. She's not like super feminine. She's kind of a tomboy. You know, she's a lesbian who wants to do lesbian things, but it's just like there are even more facets to being a lesbian.
Her charity that she was playing for, I wish more people would have been playing for this charity throughout this entire series of shows, but she was playing for Planned Parenthood.
Right.
And if anybody out there wants to give some money to Planned Parenthood, please do. They need your money so much. There's a link right down there. Go give to Planned Parenthood. Haley's drag name.
Oh, yes.
I did not like her drag name. It was trying real hard. Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if she'd done like Eliza, like Queen Eliza, or just Queenie, or do Eliza, or
she could have done Leslie Minnelli. That's funnier than Queen Elizabeth. Right. They came in the next day and they got their makeup done. Chanel from season 1, All Stars 1, did Madison's makeup. Yeah. Mayhem Miller from season 10, and now All Stars 5.
I'm so excited for.
Right. She did Phoebe's makeup. And then Layla McQueen from season 8 did Haley's makeup. The additional aspect of this challenge was that the celebrities had to come up with their own choreography for the performance. So they went out to do the rehearsal to come up with the choreography, and this was rough. Like, none of them knew what to do. Rue enters, walking down the runway. She was in that black fringe.
That tinsel fringe. It was so gorgeous.
It was I was looking at that. I was like, Mother in a gown.
Right.
So
Rue's legs look good, though. I'll tell you. Some in a short dress is cute, too, but that gown was everything. It was so cute. Like, just the way it just looked like... it looked like a late at night, you know?
Yeah. So the Dragzilla performance. Their band was named Dragzilla.
Okay. Yeah. I was surprised by Haley just because how timid and coy they were throughout the entire show. So when they were saying, like, make up some choreography, and they're just, like, sitting there two-stepping, and I'm just like... Yeah.
They told them, make up choreography, and then when the cameras got turned off, they were like, just go out there and step touch.
Right.
Eliza turned it out. She was definitely feeling her fantasy. She was a rock goddess out there. Madison was just a hoe.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's 22.
And Phoebe was great. She was super into it. I loved when... Haley, started actually playing the drums.
Oh my god, yeah, that was probably the coolest moment of the entire show.
Yeah, I loved having the queens out there too. They make it so much fun, just like rocking out.
It at least gave them something to do with their own song, which it was still kind of like it was interesting hearing their voices coming out of someone else's mouth while they were in the background playing an instrument.
Oh, the last thing I want to say about the performance, the Dragzilla performance, that song was so stupid.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'm a drag queen, a drag queen, I'm a drag queen. Came down to the runway after that. Miss Cocotini came out in the little taxi look, the little sequin yellow number with the cape and the hat.
I liked it. It was cute.
I really liked this one. This one, I would wear that. I thought that was super cute. It was like glamour and camp converging, you know. I love that. I love a little glamp moment.
Yep, absolutely.
And then Queen Elizabeth was next, and she was in the cotton candy look.
It was gorgeous. I liked the idea. It was very candy on the runway. It was Queen Marie Antoinette. It was just everything that I needed, and it still went with the makeup that she had on.
Absolutely. I thought she looked great. It was really fun. It was whimsical. It was campy, and I love that. That's the kind of drag I like. Last out was Coral Fixation, and she was wearing a bra and corset and a hoop skirt with a few flowers glued to it.
Move on. It was cute. Great.
I'm over this look. Seriously.
Right. No, same.
Like, stop taking a hoop skirt and gluing some shit to it and calling it a finished look. It's not.
Right.
Another thing about Madison on the runway, when her makeup gets done and in the actual performance, her real brows are glued down and she has these tiny, slender, really high brows drawn on that are fierce. And then on the runway, she has her eye makeup completely redone with her real brows being used. And she's the only one who has her makeup redone on the runway.
Yeah, and I was just like, I noticed that, and I was just like, I guess they had time for that.
I think she threw a fit, and
I think they made time.
I think that's what Chanel was posting about on Twitter. I think she was probably just a little entitled 22-year-old asshole.
Yeah.
The deliberation was just them telling them all that they're beautiful, amazing, you're lovely, you're a model, you look like Linda Evangelista. And then they go back into the workroom to prepare for the lip sync, and they have their little family visits. Phoebe's best friend, Whitney Cummings, came to visit her, and that was the biggest celebrity of the entire episode.
They weren't lying. They said Celebrity Drag Race and Super Secret. Guess who showed up?
They went out and lip-synced to California Girls by Katy Perry.
It was a cute song.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Katy Perry songs are good lip syncs. Once it's edited down for TV, it's fine.
Right. Absolutely.
And it was cute.
It was a lip sync for your life. It was adorable. Again, I think the standout was definitely Haley. I was surprised. Surprised.
But Aleza wins. She gets crowned the Secret Celebrity Drag Race superstar.
It made sense that she won.
Yeah, definitely. And she won $30,000 for Planned Parenthood.
Sure did.
Yay. And then $10,000 was given to both Red and the Trevor Project. That's the thing that I love about this whole series, is that in every episode, we're just giving money away to charity. We're celebrating drag and giving money away to charity.
Which is really awesome. And I think, it's basically what drag kind of started off as, and what a good majority of drag queens do. We do drag and give to charity.
We have now made it to our episode wrap-up. It is time for the gift, the gag, and the goop. Now, the gift is your favorite moment from the episode. The gag is the most shocking moment from the episode. And the goop is the shadiest moment from the episode. So what was your gift from this episode?
My gift was Haley winning, because I think the story arc and just the very cringy moment and kind of seeing her come into her own as a drag queen.
My gift for the episode was Vanjie, Monique, and Alyssa, and just the chaotic energy that the three of them together contain. So what was your gag for the episode, the most shocking part?
The most shocking part was finding out that was the finale.
My gag was when Phoebe said that she wanted to wear a Skechers wedge to Alyssa Edwards. So what was your goop for the episode?
Ooh, just the very beginning. It was just very cringy.
My goop from the episode was Coral coming out on the runway with her real brows.
Right.
Well, I want to make sure that everybody follows all of your social media accounts. Make sure to follow Fraya on Instagram at Fraya_love. Go ahead and follow her on Twitch, twitch.tv/Fraya_love. And show Fraya love a little love on Venmo at Fraya Love. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today and talking about this episode. It was a rough one, but we made it through it.
We made it through it. And I forced my boyfriend, who does not watch Drag Race or drag in general, to watch it as well. So, I had to watch it, so did he.
Yeah. Still want to thank you so much for joining me today. It was great to get to sit down and chat with you about it for a little bit. It's been real fun. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content I'm posting here, make sure to tip me at my Venmo or my Cash App. It's greatly appreciated. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media accounts at IsabellaExtynn, and subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that red subscribe button, and then go ahead and ding that bell to get notifications on everything happening on my channel. Make sure to hop on over and check out my video reviewing Season 12, Episode 12 with Miss Texas 1988, and come on back next week when I'll have an all-new guest and we'll be reviewing the reunion episode of Season 12. Come on back, y'all.